Hi, it's Sandy Parker and welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. Today we're going to be making a Midori notebook for one of my friends from some faux suede I bought. I hope you'll stay tuned. Well, I bought a bunch of this fun faux suede from Temu. You can get it from Amazon, you can get it basically anywhere. And mine came in a variety pack, so I didn't know what I was getting, so I got a lot of funky kinds, and I decided that I was going to make not only the cover for, this is the Cahier, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, it's Cahier size notepad, and I have 3 of them, and I'm going to show you how I'm doing it with some elastic that I got from Walmart in their jewelry section. I got a piece that's coming, okay, it's stuck there. I think I'm going to use the beige, and I'm going to make, in addition to that, I'm going to make a little, we'll call it pocket holder, and I'll give you the measurements on this in a second. I know it's 11 inches, this is 11 inches wide by 6 1/4 inches tall, and this is 6 1/4 inches tall by 7 inches wide. And I figured if I did it like this, I would be able to not only make the pocket that would fold into my journal, but also I'd be able to close it up and make it look cute. So that's my thinking on it. I scored them both in the center so that I would be able to put the whole thing in my book without any problem. It's mirrored, so it kind of matches that pink underneath. Here's my plan. I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, yeah, give me that plan, Sandy. Okay, what I want to do is I'm going to line up my 2 scores, and I'm going to take 1 or 2, I'll just take 1 for now, clips. I want to clip it right there in the center. And I guess before I do that, what am I thinking? Before I do that, let's put some glue in there. I'm going to use some Beacon 3-in-1 glue because it holds really well for projects like this. And I'm just going to put 1 bead in the center. Oh, I forgot to score this where I wanted it. And then I'm going to put a bead up this side a little ways until I stop, because I didn't put my as you recall, I just said I didn't score my edges. You'll understand that in a second. That's 2. All right. I'm gonna corner round on these 2 corners. I'm also going to corner around on the other 2 corners. Then I'm going to have to do that scoring I forgot to do. Okay, I'm going to score this at 2 inches. I'm going to score it right beside that edge. And then I turn it around because I'm left-handed. If it's easier for you to score from the right hand, then you'd score at 11 inches. But I'm going to score again at 2 inches. Or right up to 2 inches. And then my pockets are theoretically ready to go. Now, if you wanted to, when you do this, you could use magnets to close this. You could use, if you wanted to, you could use Velcro. I think at this point, I'm going to just leave mine like this so that somebody will be able to just open it up. I am going to put a little bit more glue up to the top so that I don't, remember I didn't have that glue in there all the way. Come on, buddy. Work with me a little bit. There we go. Then on this side. Okay. And I'm going to put my clothespins on these to make sure that my edges, my top of my pockets are completely sealed up. This one looks good. I did a good job on that one. Isn't that hard to believe? I think I'm going to go with this crazy, although I don't like that writing on it. I think I'm going to go with this crazy pink that's shiny, pinkish purple. So let's look at our sizing. We're going to use 3 of these in our traveler's notebook. And what I did was I measured the spine across here. This is a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to put this up here so you can see it. Each one of these is 5 3/4 inches tall. So, nope, I think I added some onto that. Let me get my ruler. I guess I'm going to use this. This is about 5 1/4, and I added a 1/2 inch to the height. And then opened, it is 7 inches, a little bit over 7 inches. So I made it 7 1/2 inches, and I added a 1/2 inch on for the binding, so it's 8 inches wide. So what we're going to do is we're going to find our ruler. You know what I'm saying? That ruler that I can't find, that's right there. Right there. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. I know you're thinking, what's all this stuff you have all over the place, Sandy? I didn't know how much paper I'd need for if I decided I wanted to add more, and I wanted to make sure everything was easy to find, and bottom line is I made a big mess. That's my bottom line. So let's go from the right edge. We're going to make it 8 inches wide. I'm going to make a little mark. Wide, and then it's 5 3/4 inches tall. And 3/4. All right. And then we're going to get our paper cutter out. Hard to believe, but this thing did really cut pretty easily with a regular paper cutter. Okay. So I'm going to slide her in here, and I'm going to go to my first mark, which is at 8 inches. Right there. Look how easy that was to cut. It was like butter. Then I'm going to cut it at the 5 and... oh, what's this? Got a little piece of paper in there. Didn't want that. And then the 5 3/4. You know, I always put all this information down below the video in case you're wondering. It'll be there. It'll be there for you. Okay. So we've got everything we need. Now, if you've ever had a traveler's notebook, you know that it has 2 little holes at the top and 2 little holes at the bottom and 1 in the middle. The 2 little holes at the top and bottom are what you're going to weave your elastic through. The one in the middle is going to be for your elastic, but it's going to be for the elastic that wraps around your journal to keep it closed. And then I'm going to try and make this so that there's a, I don't know, can you see that line in the center? You might not be able to, but hopefully you can. It's right there. Further apart than I'd want it to be, but we're going with it anyway. And then 1 in the middle. All right. So you're going to start. I'm going to cut off my edge here. It's a little bit frayed and I don't want it to be that way. You also can use matches and burn this edge. I'll do that probably when I'm done, to make it so that your matches so that you won't have this fray again. We're going to start from the inside second hole to the upper hole, and now I'm going to go in. So then we're going to go down to the bottom to the upper hole. No. Yes. The upper hole, and then back through the middle hole, or the lesser hole. I'm going to pull this more because I want to have enough room for a bookmark. Okie doke. So now I'm going to tie that off. Do you see how it's kind of curling a little bit? Maybe you can't see that. You're going to want it to be tight enough. That's a little too tight. Okay, so then I'm going to hopefully cut that. Then I'm going to make one more loop. This loop is going to be a freestanding one. Okay, so now I'm going to just cut off the excess on that one. Okay, there's that one. Then we're going to have this one, and this is to go around or go through. Wait, let me see if I have any charms over here that I would like to use. Okay, so I'm just going to knot this. Here's my plan. I'm gonna put these two through here, and then I'm gonna do a knot. Maybe a couple knots, you don't know. Okay. There's that one. Now here's the extra one that I put in here. You're going to go halfway through this book and halfway through the book that we already put in, and you're going to put these two together. That's those. And then I had another one. Okay. Let's see. Is this one too tall? I don't know what I was thinking. This is way too tall. So here's how I'm going to fix it, because you know I can fix it. Here is, I'm going to want to make it to about right there. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna squeeze it down to this side. Okay, I'm gonna make one more of these enders so that we can have another another rubber band. Now you can buy these rubber pieces, that you know, the strings, from Midori or Amazon, basically anywhere, but it's obviously so much easier to just make your own if you have the supplies. You know, you just want to make sure that you do it so that you have enough of these to make you happy. You want to make sure that your pieces are in the right length for what you're doing. Okay, so then I'm gonna put this one under there. So then we're going to go to the middle of this book. I think that's a little too long. Probably is. Yep, it is. Get that out of there. Okay, we're going to go to the middle of this one. And the middle of this one. And that way, we have all of our books. So there it is. I need to maybe take one of these out because it's making it too full. I didn't take into account that this little piece would add more bulk to it. So let me take that one out. There's that. I think it's kind of cute. I hope that this gave you some ideas about how you could make your own Midori Traveler's Notebook. It's not hard to do. Obviously, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I think I'm also going to, at some point, glue some of this in to make a pocket on the end. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that too. So I hope you enjoyed this, that you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Please tell your friends about me on social media because you know I love that. And thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.